back with another episode of the #1 UK's podcast, On The Bench podcast. We're back, and we've got some special guests today. We've got Uncle Brian's back in the building. Leeds are in the championship.
Premier League.
I mean,
they're up for the championship.
Get it right.
Premier,
Champions.
Sorry. They're back in the Premier League. Starting off bad.
You done it on purpose, didn't you?
Sorry,
Don't worry, all Leeds supporters. We're up there now with the big boys.
Sorry, Newcastle are in the Champions League. So
Back with the big boys.
Back with the big boys.
Snuck in through the back door, didn't you, mate?
Eh?
Yeah, because we beat Villa 2-0 for you lot. That's why, yeah.
How you get there, mate?
So we got the first black Newcastle fan ever back again. He's back to talk Newcastle business, and we're gonna talk some Newcastle stuff, some transfers, where Leeds possibly could finish next season in the Premier League, and some transfer business. And also on the bench we got Mr. Talk to Frank, a.k.a. Mr. Roy Keane.
Not anymore.
No, Mr. Roy Keane.
Not anymore.
Who you want to be now?
Just Frank's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not that cool, man.
Give me a cousin. But yeah, a.k.a. Mr. Grinch, Mr. Roy Keane. How you been, boy?
Yeah, good, man. Good. We got some good news this evening, didn't we?
Get out, yeah.
Some really good news, yeah. We'll bring it to you.
Some transfer news. But we're going to start the episode off. We're going to just talk about the Champions League on Saturday. Wow. The demolishing of Inter Milan, it was crazy, man. I didn't see that coming. I thought it'd have been a bit more exciting. But as in, Inter Milan playing better exciting. But they just destroyed them, man. We'll start with you, cuz. Yeah. What do you think about the game?
Yeah, going into the game, I couldn't call it. And the reason being, I felt like Inter had they've been a decent team for a few seasons now. And I felt like they had a complete team with two well-known strikers up front that play really well off each other. I really rate Denzel Dumfries. I think he's one of the top 3 right backs in Europe, right backs, if you want to call them. And they just look like a solid team. Before Saturday, I did like the look of DeMarco as well. He was atrocious on Saturday. But yeah, it was really, really bad. They just showed their age. They just looked.
They look so off it. Yeah,
they look finished, and PSG look young, exuberant, fresh. And PSG, I was saying this to a friend of mine. That is the real kind of definition of when a team matures during the competition. Because that pivotal game was the Man City game. They lost that game. They was at risk of being eliminated completely.
They just turned it around.
No one would have saw this.
No, I agree.
Seen this,
yeah,
but they got some fantastic young players. Good manager, fantastic young players.
Yeah, do it.
Tina's goal as well. He bossed it. Did you watch the game once?
Oh,
crazy.
Listen,
yeah.
PSG, one of the best teams I've seen this season.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
To be honest, that manager got them playing so well because, the French leagues is very, weaker than all the other leagues.
Yeah.
But yet they got them playing. I mean, they beat all the Premiership top teams to get there.
Yeah.
So they are a force.
Yeah.
Definitely a force.
Do you think they're like close to that 2010 Barca team?
No, behave, man.
Do you reckon? Do you reckon teams are better back then? Do you know what the reason why I say that? The way they dominate games, I see a similarity. But like the way they dominated against Liverpool, they kind of dominated Arsenal, they dominated Inter. Can you see like the way they're passing, knocking it around, moving? What do you reckon? No way there.
That Barcelona team with Xavi, Busquets, Iniesta, and Messi.
The way they
and David Villa.
The way they're dominating teams. Do you reckon they can carry on to do this again in Champions League?
Yeah, no, they could do that, but
I don't think they will win it next season.
You don't think so?
Nah.
They'll be one of the favourites.
They'll be up there because they know what it takes to win it.
Yeah, exactly.
But I feel like their key man in there that everything goes through. If you look and watch Vitinha, everything goes through him. I think you stick someone on him, that's the key.
He flopped at Wolves, by the way. Can you believe that?
I can't even remember him at Wolves.
Yeah,
that's how bad it is.
I do remember him, and he wasn't great. He was nothing special at Wolves.
The other thing as well is I feel like if you put enough pressure on them, they can crumble.
Yeah.
At Villa Park, they were fortunate.
That's right.
Imagine if they ever scored that third goal in Paris. That last one, they shouldn't have.
Yeah.
They were fortunate. Villa was all over.
Rashford tore them apart at Villa Park.
That's why I think they're beatable. I think they can be got at. But if they take control of a game, you're in big trouble.
Yeah.
You're in big
But you know what? The only thing I'll say about the Villa Park game, or the Villa game, I thought they took the foot off the pedal because they were like 5-1 on aggregate, 5-1 up on aggregate at one point. They took the foot off the pedal. Villa came back as soon as Villa scored one, the crowd got up. They scored another one, and then it was like, okay, just you know what I mean, damage limitation kind of thing. But they're so good to watch though.
They're a lovely team, but I definitely won't think they won't win it next year.
You reckon? You reckon?
Nah.
We can't be. It's a bit too early.
Do you think Newcastle got a better chance?
Behave yourself. Where's he got this confidence from? Didn't this team just lose? Didn't this team just lose to the 17th place
We got
team
him.
in the Premier League?
We got him.
Yes or no? Who in other seasons would have got relegated with 38
Who
points?
did you not lose to in your tour as well? You lost to
Hong Kong or some Hong
Hong
Kong.
Kong, yeah.
Hong Kong FC.
It's all right, man. We let them have it.
You lost to Hong Kong FC.
I think they just
We're not even in Europe next season. We're not
Practice
even in
match.
Europe next season.
Listen, that's the best thing.
Yeah.
That
We'll
is the
see.
best thing.
We'll see.
If you can still attract good players, that's the best thing.
Yeah.
Because you have a good season then.
Yeah. Well, we'll see, man.
Psych.
We'll see. Yeah.
Right, we're gonna jump into some Newcastle United stuff quickly.
Yeah.
I've got a question for you guys. Is Newcastle United a top 6 team now? Or are they obviously they haven't finished a lot in the top 6,
I
but
think
they're pushing.
I think that top 6 is now top 8, in my opinion. And I know Man United and Spurs were disastrous this season, but I include them. I think that top 6 is now a top 8.
Top 8?
Yeah.
What do you mean though? So you mean
I'm adding Newcastle and Villa to that top 6 because that traditional top 6 was what? Man United, Man City, Arsenal, Liverpool. Tottenham, Chelsea.
So you mean
I think
it's
there's
between 8 teams?
I have to agree because it
there's
used
a
to
top
be
8 now.
it used to be a top 4.
Yes,
it was a
yeah,
top
and
4.
top 6
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
I
yeah.
think
And then
it's
it became
top
top
8.
6,
Yeah,
and now
yeah.
I think it's top 8 because, and you know why? Because everyone's got money.
Money, yeah.
Where PSR and everything, I get it,
Yeah.
restricted, but everyone has money and they've got ambitious owners. Look at Nottingham Forest owners. Owner, I should say. He
Yeah,
wants
yeah.
to spend money.
Yeah.
They went in for Cunha, by the way, Nottingham
Oh,
Forest.
they went in for
That's
him
the
as
level
well?
that they're trying to
Yeah,
get to. They're not messing about.
So you reckon this is a top 8 now? It's
I
not
think
a top
there's a
6
top
no
8
more.
now,
Yeah.
and from that top 8, whoever has a half decent season will finish in the top 4 or 5 spaces, and the rest will finish. But I think that top 8 will move and jiggle a bit.
Oh, so we're always gonna have possibly
As it stands at the
a
moment.
European battle now, like
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Big time, yeah.
It used to be always 6 into 4. I think it's now 8 into 4.
So you lot linked to anybody transfer window? Who you lot linked to?
You think you're smart? innit? You're smart.
Perfect timing, yeah.
Remember?
Alright, listen.
Rastafari.
Listen.
Lick him up, lick him up,
listen.
Rastafari. Lick him up.
Listen, right.
Oh, you had to lick him up. Yo, look at you, Max.
Newcastle been linked with Mark Guehi for about a season and a bloody half. So whether we get him or not, I'm done with it.
Yeah,
But we'll see. We're linked with him. Mbeumo was the other person we're linked with. But on the way up here, I was saying he won't come up. I don't see him coming all the way
Yeah,
as far
you did
north
say
as
that.
where we are. I just don't see. I said I could see our offer getting accepted. But if he's going to have interest, which he will because he's had a bloody brilliant season, him and Whistler, by the way.
Yeah,
Whistler
as well, yeah.
Yeah,
so,
he's had a brilliant season, and because of that, there will be multiple clubs in for him, and I think he'll have to pick, and I don't think he'd pick us.
Yeah.
And the other thing as well, which I don't know how true this is, but I've heard rumours that we had meetings with, or we've had talks with Simone Inzaghi, and that's
Yeah, I've heard that. I've
come
heard
as
that.
a bit of a surprise
Yeah.
as well.
I've heard that.
Because I think Eddie has done a remarkable job. He just
Yeah.
won us our first competition in God knows how
Yeah,
many years.
yeah.
We spent zero money, and he's got us top 5 back in the Champions
Incredible,
League.
yeah.
He needs another season, but I see it. We're now this. We want to be this big club, and sometimes you need a big name to go with that.
Yeah.
You need a big name,
bring in the big
a
players
name
as well.
brand manager.
Yeah.
A
Yeah, but
name brand manager.
I think you're better off trying to grow with Eddie Howe for now.
I'm with you.
You know, yeah,
I'm with you.
I don't agree with that, man.
I'm with you, but sometimes these clubs they want this name brand.
Yeah.
Because they want the club
He's
to be
done a
worldwide.
good job
He's
there.
done an
He's done a
amazing
great job there.
Amazing. He took the job when no one wanted it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Done an
Well,
amazing
remember
job.
how low you guys were in the league when he took the job.
Yeah,
He's done a great job there. And he's going to kick on.
He's got us 2 Champions Leagues in 3 seasons. Got us a cup competition. We've competed.
Yeah. Cup, yeah.
So do you know what? Actually,
Yeah.
this is a really good point that you made. What do you guys feel? Because I've been banging on about this for a whole year now. There is no such thing as a Mickey Mouse Cup anymore. There isn't. I'm sorry. Whether it's the League Cup, the FA Cup, the Europa League, the Conference League, there isn't because there's so much competition. You said yourself, there's 8 teams now. There's 8 big clubs now. There's no such thing as a Mickey Mouse trophy anymore. Every trophy matters now. It's not like 10, 15 years ago where it was all about Premier League, Champions League, that was it. Everything else was second. No, now, look, I mean, Arsenal struggled to win a trophy for 5 years. Newcastle haven't won a trophy. No, I'm talking facts. You know, you guys won the trophy, the League Cup against Liverpool at Wembley. How did that feel? Tell me, honestly.
Amazing. They're talking about what's it called when you get the to roam the town? What do they call it?
Parade.
No,
Parade.
not parade. They give you something like the town's yours.
freedom
Oh,
of
the
town.
freedom of the city.
Yeah,
freedom of the
that's what
city.
they're talking about for Eddie Howe.
Yeah, fair enough.
For a
It's been
League
70
Cup,
years.
For a Coca-Cola.
Yeah, but it's
Cup,
been
they call
70
it.
years.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you look, you go back to the Kevin Keegan days.
Era, yeah.
How
Yeah.
good
Didn't win
Newcastle
anything.
were. Didn't win
Didn't win
anything.
anything.
Javi
true.
Ginola, Faustina
Yeah.
Asprilla,
Oh, they
Les
had a great
Ferdinand,
team.
Alan Shearer.
Yeah,
You
they
had
had a
Philippe
great
Albert.
team.
You had ballers in that team. But you didn't win anything. But Eddie Howe's gone and done it. And fair play.
Yeah.
But do you feel like teams are going for that cup though? Like I don't think.
No. This
we're
is
not playing.
Let me
for
tell
that.
you. No. 1 sec.
We
What
agree.
happens is you don't play for it until about the quarters or
Yeah,
semis.
yeah,
and
I
you're
agree,
like,
yeah,
right, we got
yeah.
a proper chance of winning it
Yeah,
now. We're gonna
yeah.
play our proper teams.
But we don't care about that.
Don't lie, man.
No,
don't
but no,
care
but no.
about that.
You played your strong team against them.
But we don't care.
Yeah, but you can't say you don't care if
No,
you're not
no,
playing
no.
a strong
you
team
don't
against
care.
them.
I've said that already.
Nah, that's nonsense.
See, for me,
I
I'm
disagree.
aiming. I'm
So
only
what did
aiming
Arsenal
for
win this season?
nothing.
Eh?
But I'm only aiming for. I only want to win the Premier League or the Champions League. I never care about the FA Cup.
No,
So, right,
you don't
so-
win any cups.
I don't.
Even the UEFA.
Yeah.
Even the UEFA's worth something now because
Yeah.
look, you go straight into the Champions League
Yeah.
at Tottenham.
Europa League's it's a European trophy as such, cool. But for me, where we're at as a team, I only want to win the Premier League or the Champions League. Nothing else don't matter.
So you're turning up your nose at all the other trophies.
Yeah,
That's
I don't,
crazy
see if
to me.
Arteta wins the FA Cup, that's not gonna make me like I said to you last time. Even if we're playing like decent football, but he just wins the FA Cup and we lose the Champions League again, finish third, I'll be upset. Because we're at a level now where we should.
It's a yeah,
and
but
we
do you
need
know
to
what?
win we need to win a major trophy now.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
you're in the Premier
personally.
League. You're going up against City. You're going up against Liverpool. You're going up against like top teams.
Yeah.
In Champions League, you're going up against PSG. You're going up against Real Madrid. You're going up against all Bayern Munich or Barcelona. All these massive
yeah.
clubs.
Yeah.
So it's not like you can turn around and say, right, if I don't win that, then it's a flop. You can't. You know, with respect to Arsenal aren't a major European club like the ones I've just mentioned because they've never won a European trophy.
We're meant to be a big team.
Yeah, you're a big club, but you're not a European
major
giant.
force.
You're not.
No,
Yeah,
major
you're not.
force in that,
But
yeah.
I'm saying in regards to Arteta, how long he's been there now, this is his window now to get his attackers in, his left wingers in, whatever not. He has to produce something major.
So I'll ask you again.
The FA Cup's not enough for me.
I'll ask
That's
you
just
again.
me.
All right, I'll ask you again.
Yeah.
If you lot challenge for the league again next season, and you lot get to the quarters or semi-finals of the Champions League, and let's say that you win the FA Cup and the League Cup, you're not happy with that?
No.
That's a good season.
That's crazy.
Oh, that's a good season, yeah.
But remember, it depends on how we're losing
progress.
as well. It depends on how we're losing.
Yeah,
like I
it is
said,
progress.
What do you mean progress? though?
Because this is the thing, Arsenal fans forget. See when Wenger always used to get you top four and always get you Champions
Yeah,
League, and
yeah.
you got spoiled. Then all
Yeah.
of a sudden you weren't getting Champions League. Arteta started getting Champions League again. He's
Yeah.
like, oh, he's doing well. Now he's getting you consistent seconds, and
Yeah.
it's not good enough again.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying it's not good. I'm saying he needs to win something now.
All right, give him a
But when
chance,
does he
man.
win?
It's
I said,
true
when does he
though.
win?
He has to
then?
But that's the point I'm trying to make.
Yeah, but give him a chance.
Okay, so
5
alright,
years,
so
man.
cool.
Give him a
Alright,
chance,
cool.
man.
So next season we
I
come
think-
second again.
I think-
we get to the quarterfinals and we win the FA Cup.
That's all right.
That's an
You've won
improvement on this
something.
season.
You've won something.
Yeah, it's an improvement on this
that's
season.
all right.
I feel like if we had our full squad, we possibly could have won the FA Cup this year. If we had our full squad.
Yeah, but whoever has their full squad.
Like, we had a lot of injuries though, like major injuries.
Next subject, man.
No, on the real, like it depends on how we're losing, innit? But yeah.
For the record, I think Arsenal make the right 2 to 3 signings. They'll win the league this next year. I think they'll win by 7 or 8 points.
Yeah, but we're linked to.
Oh, I don't
we-
know.
I don't think so.
I honestly
I don't
think.
know.
I
I don't
honestly
think
City will be
honestly
back next
think-
season.
I can't see him winning.
I
it
think
again.
City is still building. I think Arsenal, honestly, they're one of the most complete teams in the league. They're just
Yeah.
missing 2 players,
Have-
2 starting 11
Right,
players.
have you seen who City are targeting now, by the way? Right,
They still need to
Eight
blend.
Nuri
They will
at
still-
right back, at left back.
At left back,
Livramento, they want at
Livramento,
right back.
yeah.
See, living bad boy.
Yeah, and they want Rayan Cherki as well to replace De
From
Bruyne.
Lyon.
And they're gonna get him.
next week.
Fair
Yeah.
enough, but see these guys. Take out Livramento and at Nori, but when you sign from abroad, you got to always remember how are they going to adapt to the Prem and how long would it take
Yeah,
for them to
fairs.
adapt.
Yeah, fairs.
You
Yeah.
got to remember the days when do you remember when like Liverpool signed like Fernandinho and like we didn't Man City.
Fabinho.
Fabinho.
Fabinho. Yeah.
And even when Man City signed Rodri in his first season, he was making
Yeah,
hella
yeah,
mistakes.
yeah,
Sometimes
yeah,
it takes
yeah.
time. For
Even
players to
Gabriel
fit
for
in.
Arsenal, the first
It
season was
takes
shaky.
time
Yeah,
sometimes
yeah.
when they come. I remember going back. Drogba's first season at Chelsea, awful, and then become a club legend. Takes
But do you know what the
time.
difference is? You're right. I agree with what you're saying. The difference is they're buying Rayan Cherki, who's an attacking midfielder. If he makes mistakes, it's not the end of the world. They're fullbacks that they're going for, and you know how important fullbacks are in a Pep system.
Livramento's a wicked player.
Their fullbacks are Premier League proven, top quality
that's what I'm
ballers.
saying.
Yeah, Eight Nuri and Livramento.
yeah.
And obviously you got that Reinders who's coming in potentially from
From
AC
Milan,
Milan. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. He's
looks
a
good.
top footballer. But
He
you like
looks
you said,
good,
it's
yeah.
Serie A.
It's
Yeah,
whether how he adapts.
It's Rodri as well. When Rodri's back.
He's a game
Will he be
changer.
the same player?
I think he will.
He will.
Listen,
He will.
Yeah.
He's
when
class.
you have an injury like
Yeah, I
that at the
agree.
age he's had it, you won't always be
That's
the
what he
same
said about
player.
Van
How
Dijk.
old is he?
That's what he said about Van Dijk.
No.
How old is Rodri?
Look at him now.
No.
He's late 20s.
30?
Yeah, Rodri's.
But if
You have
Rodri's
an
still.
injury like that at
he's
the
a
age he's
class.
had it, you might not.
Yeah,
be
you
the
might
same
be right.
player.
To be fair, you might be right. But I just, he's so good. He's so
Yeah.
ahead of the game. Am I right?
Class.
He's so ahead of the game.
Class
Brilliant.
player.
Yeah.
Brilliant player.
So
Class player.
yeah.
I'm
Definitely.
looking forward to next season though. With all
Already,
the
innit?
transfers
Already.
that's going on, the
Yeah.
links, if people do come through with these transfers and It's gonna be.
Which
exciting,
transfers are
man.
we talking about exactly?
Wait, let's get. All right, let's touch on some Leeds things quickly. Obviously,
Leeds.
they're back in the Premier League. I want to go to it. I need to go to the
got
Arsenal
Ellen
Leeds
Road.
game.
Road.
Yeah,
Oh,
I need to go
definitely.
there. I need to go there.
Definitely.
So you say like, you happy then? You're back in the Prem.
Delighted. That's where we belong. That's
Yeah.
where we belong.
You lot a big club, man.
Yeah,
And,
mate.
who you lot linked to? Have you had any transfer rumours that you guys are linked to anybody
I
at the
can't
moment?
say. We keep it undercover. Because every time we go for a player,
Yeah.
one of the big boys say, "Oh, if Leeds can go for him, must be." Chelsea nicks him.
Yeah.
Liverpool nicks him.
Remember, that's where Rafinha come from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Baller,
yeah.
innit?
So Leeds keep most of their work undercover. We just name players, just like you lot can grab them and then we
You
go
see, you
for
throw
what
out,
we
you
want.
throw out them
Yeah,
diversions.
yeah, that's it.
Can I just say one thing? The last time we had you guys on,
Yeah.
Leeds were 1-0 down.
Yes.
With about a few minutes left.
That's right.
We left the podcast
That's
and
right.
Leeds went and scored 2 goals in like a couple of minutes and they
Yeah,
won. And I
yeah.
called you after the game. I was like, your uncle's happy.
Yeah.
Well, on the way home, what happened? They scored. We scored, didn't we?
Yeah.
We scored on the way home. And
Yeah.
so happy.
Yeah.
So I got home. We scored again.
Yeah, you beep in the car. Yeah.
Literally, I dropped him off.
Yeah.
I dropped him off, and he was going his door. They scored. He was like, "I'm going to my friends." He was like, "Drop me up the road."
I still remember
And I
that.
got in.
Yeah.
They scored again.
Crazy.
I wasn't happy for Leeds, but I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
I was happy for you. Yeah,
So
let's
what
get
are you
that
happy
straight.
with next season for Leeds? Like,
Ooh.
where are you
to
aiming
stay
for
up,
Leeds?
surely,
Just
man.
to stay up.
Oh, not just stay
Is
up.
it the last 2 seasons all 3 promoted teams have gone down?
Yeah, 2 in a row.
Two seasons in a
I
row.
think that's
yeah.
the first time ever, by the way.
But
that 2
I
seasons
got a
in row.
funny feeling this season, 2 of them will stay up.
Yeah.
You think so?
I
Who?
think
Burnley and Leeds?
and Burnley
I
will
think
stay up.
Burnley will stay up.
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
And Leeds maybe.
Burnley don't concede goals.
That's a
And I said
that's
to
a big
people,
thing.
see when Ipswich came up
Yeah.
this season, I said Ipswich going straight back down. The reason being they were winning so many games in their championship, 3-2, 4-2.
Yeah, they were.
Letting a
Yeah.
lot
They
goes
were
in.
and they're scoring
Yeah.
late. Do you remember they
Yeah.
were scoring? So I said
Yeah.
they conceded too many goals already in the championship.
Yeah.
They're going straight
Yeah,
down.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So you reckon Burnley's going to be a hard team to go to next
Yeah,
season?
well,
then?
yeah,
They don't concede goals.
yeah, and
they
that
don't
manager,
concede
he doesn't
goals.
like to, he doesn't like to concede a lot. So
Yeah.
They kept
Don't
a ridiculous
concede
amount of clean
goals.
sheets,
They
didn't
don't
they?
they
concede
were
goals.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
They
So
don't
they're
concede.
gonna be
They
hard,
don't concede
innit?
goals.
Yeah.
They don't concede goals.
But the Premier League's a different animal.
I heard that. So
You
they
know
don't
what I mean?
concede, but,
Yeah.
but they're already coming up with
Yeah.
a good blueprint in
Yeah,
place.
yeah,
So
I
They're
agree.
going to be hard to
Yeah,
break down
yeah,
and
yeah,
beat,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
it should be.
Cold night in Burnley.
That's the kind of place you don't want to go to.
Tuesday night in Burnley, yeah,
I already see
absolutely
it.
not.
We're 1-0 Burnley Arsenal.
Oh, my God. Get out
Wednesday evening.
You know that, innit?
Amazon
Martinelli missing a
Amazon
sitter.
Prime
Amazon
Day.
Prime, innit? December the 20th. Oh my
man.
God, I can see it. All right, transfer talk. Let's jump into some transfer rumours. So, you know I'm going to get his name wrong, but let's go for it. Mbeumo.
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 Brian
eh?
Mbeumo.
Mbeumo, he's linked to Manchester United and Newcastle. He's linked to the both of them. And then obviously, just before we recorded, Frank got the news. What did you get? A notification?
Yeah, of course I did, mate. It's,
You got
it's
notifications
transfer.
saying,
So, an exclusive from David Ornstein, the man himself. Brian Mbeumo decides he wants to join Man United, and Man United now expected to open talks with Brentford in a bid to sign a 25-year-old this summer. Likes of Aston Villa, Newcastle, Tottenham, all interested. But the Cameroon international favours Old Trafford if the deal is agreed.
Whoa.
That's what I'm talking about. When you're big,
So do you reckon he hits the ground running at United?
course
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I think he will.
You
I
think he will?
Yeah, yeah.
I hope so. We need him
I
to.
think he will.
Him and
He's
Cunha.
used
Him
to the
and Cunha,
Premiership. He's used
yeah.
to it, so he will.
But do you know what? It's been a while since we've signed Premier League proven players
Yeah.
like on a consistent basis. Wan-Bissaka, I thought was a good player for us. Harry Maguire, I know he's had his critics
I like
and
Harry
everything,
Maguire.
but he's
I
been a
still
solid
think-
defender,
I think
right?
he's still one of the
Yeah,
best,
he's,
yeah.
and he's still there now, and he's
Yeah, I like him.
extended his contract and everything. You need Premier League proven players, like you were saying earlier. Buying from abroad is a gamble.
Yeah.
It's such a big gamble, and that's what we've been doing wrong for so long. You look at players like Anthony and Hoyland.
Anthony.
So is Bruno leaving then? Because that's your 2 number 10s.
Well,
If you get the deal over the line, Cunha.
To be
Well,
honest,
man.
with you, I think they should sell him.
For the money.
for 100 million.
Yeah, because
big
you're never going to
money.
get that kind of money again
And
for
then
him.
rebuild from there.
And build from there.
Yeah,
I
I think
think
to
they
be
should.
fair, I think that's what's in that. Look, my heart's telling me no, please,
Of
because
course.
I
Yeah.
love Bruno Fernandes.
So do I. So do I. I like him.
But my head's telling me you're right. You have to take the money because they're talking about over 100 million.
Over 100 million.
yeah,
Yeah.
110,
Come
100.
on.
You know what I mean?
They've got to take
Like
that
you
kind of
said,
money.
you're not going to get that money again
Never.
for a 30-year-old.
No,
He's 31
no.
in August,
That's
by the way.
right. Exactly.
And I love Bruno. He's been a heartbeat of our team for the last 5
But he
years.
can't keep doing it. So
Yeah,
you
he
know,
can't,
It's
yeah.
best to cash in on him now.
I don't think they can afford to sell him.
No, they have to, man. I hear what you're saying, but they have to.
Yeah.
That's risky. He's
They have,
saying
But
it.
they
I-
can,
and
they
I
can
say
build a
one thing
team.
to you.
They
Let
can
me say
build a
one thing
team
to you.
again. They can
With
build a
Bruno,
team.
he's their best player. Even with Bruno in the team, they haven't done anything. So
Yeah.
just take it. It doesn't
Exactly. exactly.
No, but they're building
I hear that.
He's what
By
you
the
build
time-
around.
By the time they get to a point where they're going to be back, he's going to be about 33.
That's exactly what the club are saying, by the
Yeah.
way. Exactly that. That's what I'm hearing. By the time we get to, look, you're looking at Cunha, looking at Mbeumo, they're going to buy one or two other players, but by the time they all gel, when you actually look to compete, a year or two from now, looking to compete, I'm not saying we necessarily would, there's no guarantee. Bruno will be 33, and is he going to be the same player as he is?
No,
we don't think
he
so.
won't have the
That's
same
exactly
energy.
what they're saying. Yeah,
Not when
exactly
you play
that.
in the park. It's hard to keep that.
Yeah. He's got a lot of miles on the clock.
That's why I said you should,
Yeah, of course
they should
it is.
cash in on him now while they
They're
can.
selling for one.
I mean, it's
110.
hard because he's a
They
great
get
player.
some money and they
He's
can
the
buy
best player.
someone else, man.
Probably one of the best in the Premiership.
Yeah, he is. Absolutely, yeah.
He's up there, isn't it, maybe? Right. You get 110 mil.
They've already spent it.
They had to get me back somewhere, innit?
110 mil for Bruno. So you're happy with Mbeumo, obviously. Who else you bringing in? Obviously,
They
Hoyland.
bought- they bought-
Hoyland, what's
They
the
bought
other league?
Cunha in.
Yeah, Cunha.
Gyökeres.
Was he 65, Cunha?
Yeah.
65,
And
62,
what's
62 and a half
Mbeumo,
million,
50?
yeah. It'll be about
55.
50 million.
Oh, you've done it already.
No, but they probably-
It's gonna be 50 mil,
Money's
50,
tight.
55
He's a
mil.
good player, though,
Yeah.
isn't
No,
he?
but we had that to
No,
spend
that's right.
before
Okay, cool.
Bruno's sale. But remember one thing, the way that PSR works is really like
Every 3
different.
years.
Yeah, it's every 3 years.
rolling
But
3 year
if you get 100 mil, you can spend about 250 mil.
Yeah.
This is what
Okay.
Chelsea were doing a few years ago, and everyone
Yeah,
lost their minds.
Yeah.
They were selling Kai Havertz, and they were selling all these players for big
Bringing in
money.
big money, yeah.
But then you can double that the way that you
Yeah,
spend,
yeah, yeah.
and they sold a lot of players. So you're not just going to be able to spend 100 mil. You're going to spend a lot more.
Who are you bringing in anyway? If so,
Well,
give us
Gyökeres,
something
I'd
to-
go for Gyökeres. Because you lot want Arsenal want Sesko now. I'd go for. I know foreign striker and all that, but his numbers are they're like it's not. I mean, how many goals did he score? 60 odd goals this season. Phenomenal. That's 2 years in a
I
row.
don't
He's hit
think he does
ridiculous
that in the
numbers.
Prem, man. Especially at Man United as well.
He's obviously not going to put up those numbers. But
No,
Yeah.
but I'm saying not Hoyland. What's his name? Haaland came in and destroyed it. Still, obviously it's German.
No, it won't be that level. No, absolutely
But
not.
he's like the numbers wise, age wise, he's like the closest thing to that. Like in another league, I don't think he's all that.
You wanted him a couple. You were saying
I
it.
didn't say I want him. Out of what we're linked to, I prefer
But
to
what I
get
would
him. But
say,
I don't.
what I would
I don't
say
think
about
he-
him is the manager has worked with him before.
Yeah,
And that's
yeah.
the key thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he knows his
The manager
strengths,
knows
yeah.
how to play to his strengths.
Yeah, yeah,
Which
yeah.
is why, I don't know, but it could be why the manager's approving the signings of Mbeumo and of Cunha because he wants to, and if he
Yeah.
gets Gyökeres, he know how to feed
Who
him.
was
Yeah,
in that
yeah.
sporting team that's similar to them players? If anybody's seen that team, you know.
I mean, I
Style-wise,
didn't see much of them,
yeah.
but you got like Pedro Gonçalves, but I wouldn't say he was similar to any of them really. That's one of the players. Trincao is another player. He's very technical.
Yeah.
Wouldn't say he's similar to them. But the only concern that I have is going back to the Bruno thing. My only worry is if you sell that player and clubs know that you've got 250 million to spend, what are you going to do?
Prices up, yeah,
They're
yeah.
going to charge you up there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's going to be ridiculous. Like that's my only concern. And clubs know you got like Man United come in, they've got money, right? Another 20 million on top. So that's my concern of that really.
What about you guys?
Go on.
If I give you 100 mil now,
Yeah.
you're the Newcastle manager or sporting director or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Who you signing?
We need a striker and a centre back.
Yeah, who you going for? You got anybody in mind?
Branthwaite.
Mbeumo.
Gone.
I don't at the moment. I don't. But I know what we need. I feel like nobody. We need a right. The way we play with one up top and two kind of wide forwards. And I'd like to get another wide forward in on the so. Was one of the because we've got two on the left, Gordon and Harvey Barnes, and we haven't got two on the right. We've got Jacob Murphy, who's kind of done a job. He was never ever signed to do that.
You've got
job.
who? Sorry.
Murphy's a good
Jake-
player.
yeah, I know,
He's
but
a
he's-
really good
yeah.
player.
Oh shit! You just reminded me.
I was hoping you were to say his name.
My God, carry on. I'll talk about it after.
Yeah, so I was hoping for Mbeumo, but we're not going to get him. But we need someone who can either operate in that number 9 because Isaac, he's had a good prolific season.
Is it Isaac or Isaac?
Doesn't matter.
My nephew,
But,
Isaac.
but basically, typically, he is injury prone. He's played a lot
Yeah,
this
yeah,
season, but he's still
yeah.
in. So we need someone who can either cover that and maybe cover the right or cover one or the
Yeah,
other.
yeah, yeah.
Wissa?
Huh?
Would you take Wissa or Mateta?
Wissa.
Mateta's
But
a good
but
player, man.
Mateta would want first team though.
Yeah, he's not. Well, he's not
So
better than
Whistle,
Alexander
you
Isak.
reckon? You reckon Whistle's
Yeah,
gonna
but if
start
they got Champions League, he'll play a fair amount of games. Wissa.
Wissa's
Newcastle kind of rotate.
But we
though.
need a
There's
centre
something.
back. But that's the thing. A lot of our players, current players, are linked away. Tonali's linked with a move back to Italy with Juventus.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a keep or selfie.
Livramento,
Yeah.
I didn't know, but I'm not surprised that Livramento's being linked away.
Quality player, man.
So and Isaac, as you know, Isaac's been linked to go away. Anthony Gordon has been rumored. Harvey Barnes to Villa's been a rumor as well.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, Harvey Barnes to Villa. Apparently Emery wants. So there's a few of our players that are linked with Joe Willock's another one. That's been linked.
We got.
He's been linked to I think one of the promoted teams. I think. Is it to Leeds? He's been linked to either Leeds or Villa or someone.
Yeah, he would.
But a lot of our, I'm saying, a lot of our players have been linked with moves away, so it might be a big change in Newcastle. But we need a centre back, and the reason I said it is our players are getting on. We're gonna lose. Well, Share's old now. Botman's in his 30s, I think, or early, maybe 30. Dan Burn, we need cover at centre back.
I'm gonna do a
He's
keeper.
Botman
Why
that
we're
old, is
after
he?
Guehi. It's Guehi.
Okay.
Huh?
Botman that old, is he? I thought he was
Botman's
younger
about
than that.
30. He's not.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. I thought he was younger.
Let me do a quick keep or sell Newcastle edition. All right, so Nick Pope, you keeping or selling?
Keep.
Fabian Schär.
Keep.
Shaw. Botman.
Keep.
Burn.
Keep.
You're keeping everybody private. Jacob Murphy.
Keep.
Bruno.
Oh, he's a proper player.
Tonali.
Keep. I'll keep the whole team.
You're keeping your team. Livramento.
Yeah, I'll keep the
You
whole
probably
team.
need to go to the subs, mate.
Oh, so you're keeping your starting 11. You're keeping every starting.
Yeah, we just need more. Yeah.
Alright, Kieran Trippier.
I'm not saying none of those players can be replaced in their first 11, but I'll keep them.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Kieran Trippier.
He
He can go now. He's been amazing.
Yeah.
He's ready to go.
Callum Wilson.
He's gone.
He's gone anyway. Yeah, he's gone.
Where's he
He's
gone?
gone. Free transfer.
Free transfer. Yeah.
That guy's always on the injury.
He's
bloody-
injured. Yeah.
Well, they're looking to bring him to Leeds, and I hope not.
I saw him do.
He'd do a job for you lot, though.
I don't
Yeah,
want
squad
him at
player.
Yeah, in the flipping.
Us Ellenborough,
Hey, hold on.
we don't want him at Leeds.
I-
We don't
let-
want him at Leeds.
Let me just say one thing, yeah.
They play 5 games and they'll be injured. We don't want him.
Hey, listen, let me just say one thing. Callum Wilson, if it weren't for his 2 knee ligament injuries, he'd be playing for a top 4 club right now. I'm telling you now.
He's a baller.
Forget no disrespect to Newcastle, top team, but he'd be playing for a top 3, top 4 club. He was that good when he first came to the Prem.
He's always injured though.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Knee
Always
ligaments,
we
yeah.
don't want him.
Yeah.
Always injured.
Don't want him.
So Willock's gone. The Braff.
No, Willock's not gone, but he's
going.
linked to go.
Oh, he's
If
money.
we can get money in for him, I'll take the money.
So you sell Willock.
Yeah, I'll take the money. I like him, but I'll take the money.
Alright.
If we
The
could get
Braff
someone.
car. The goalie.
He's gone. Ain't he gone yet?
I don't
He was supposed to go in January.
He was out on loan to us at
He
one
was
point.
supposed to- He was supposed to go Saudi in January, but we kept it because we had injuries. We're like, Martin, we want you. No, we had injuries.
Your bench is quite weak actually.
Yeah, exactly.
Lascelles.
Lascelles.
Is he still there?
Yeah, still there.
He's the club captain. Is he still club captain? I don't even know.
Probably.
He needs to go.
He's going, yeah. Kraft.
Yeah.
Emil Kraft, he can
Kraft,
go.
yeah.
He can go, isn't he?
Longstaff.
I like him because he's a local
Well,
lad.
He's been
but-
linked to Leeds.
Yeah,
Everyone's been they're just their feeder club now, isn't it?
that's a good signing for you.
Actually,
No, he would be. He
No,
would
he
be.
would be.
I
He's
wasn't
got
saying
Premiership
anything, but I
experience.
actually think
Yeah.
it'd be good for us for a
Yeah.
couple of seasons, for
sound like
one
Arsenal,
season.
But you know, people like him.
Yeah.
This is why managers like Conte are brilliant in Italy, because he'd sign Conte would sign someone like him.
And turn him
And
into
turn him
and
into a
turn him
world
into
beater.
turn him into Italian
world
MVP.
Serie A player of the year.
We are MVP.
No, yeah,
Listen,
it's
sorry
true.
to
Like what he's done with
sorry
McManaman.
listen, sorry to go on topic, but he's got McTominay, Billy Gill,
Yeah.
he's got Philip Billing.
Yeah.
He's got Philip Billing.
he has as well.
And they won the league.
Lukaku was finished 5 seasons ago, and he's won the league again. In the
Fair
league.
play, man. Fair play.
Flipping hell.
Fair play.
Lewis. Is his name Lewis? Miley? Is
Lewis
it
Miley.
He's
Yeah.
a great young player.
Yeah.
Keep.
Where did he come from? Chelsea.
No,
he
he's an
come from
academy
us.
player.
He's-
Newcastle
Who's
academy
the one
player.
you signed from? Was it Chelsea?
We signed Lewis Hall.
No,
left
it was
back.
Hall. That's the one. I knew it was Lewis. I knew it was one of them. All right, cool. So you're kind of keeping half of your teamish
Well,
anyway.
we come 5th, mate. And up until, do you know if we had won at Arsenal, we would have come 2nd.
If.
Yeah,
Yeah,
If.
we had a decent season,
I actually
man.
thought you would have won that game. God.
I'll tell you who would be a good signing for you guys. A really good player. El Canoes, Leicester lad, the one that went, because obviously they've been relegated, and he's got a small release clause, like 20 million. He's a good player.
What position?
He's like attacking midfielder, winger.
Played for who?
He'd be a good for Leicester.
Leicester.
He's a good player. He's very, very talented player.
I want you lot to get that Rayan Cherki, man.
Oh,
I think he'd fit their team. He's man's like I'd be like your Ben Arthur.
I'm calling it.
no.
Do you know what? I'm gonna call it now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call it now. I might look like I fall in a year or so. If Rayan Cherki goes to City, in the next couple of years he'll be up for a Ballon d'Or.
Really?
As in nomination, yeah,
He's been
nomination.
around for years now.
2021.
Rastafari.
He's been around. He can't be
telling you now.
2021. He's been around for years.
Yeah, he is. He's about because he was like 16, 17 when he started in the first team.
Say that again. So you believe?
In the next couple of years,
No, it's look at the camera when you say this.
right?
Where
If
is
Rayan Cherki joins Man City this summer in the next week or two, I think in the next couple of years he'll be up for a Ballon d'Or nomination.
Wow.
That's how good I think that boy is.
Okay.
Standing on
Where's
that.
he at the
Yeah, I'm
moment?
standing on it. Leon.
Have I made out? Was he at Betis at one point?
No, that was
Definitely
Nabil
made it up,
Fekir.
mate.
Fekir.
That was
that's it,
Nabil
Fekir,
Fekir. Yeah.
So you're up for Ballon d'Or.
In a couple of years, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Within 2 years.
Speaking of Balon d'Ors,
Oh, don't get me started.
Dembele.
Oh yeah.
Has he got it? Has he
It
got
has,
it
to
in
be
the bag?
it has to be something for PSG, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You reckon he's got it in the bag now?
Well,
Yeah.
His favourite.
well,
It will.
the Nations League is this week. The Nations League is
Oh,
this
yeah,
week,
yeah,
and if
yeah.
Spain go and win it, and Yamal does the business, Yamal will get the Ballon
Yeah.
d'Or.
What do you mean Nations League?
The nation, yeah, you'll see. I
That's a good point,
guarantee
actually.
you.
What, is
Yeah.
it final?
Because he would have won the Euros,
Yeah, the
he would have won league with Barcelona, and he would have won a Nations
Not
League
just
for,
the league, the
for
double,
Spain.
the double in Spain.
Yeah, exactly. They won a double,
I
yeah,
don't know
against
how
Real Madrid.
Barcelona
Yeah.
had to be fair.
How does this Nation League work in here? What's the?
Well, you've got so obviously
What is it?
they played the groups, so the teams remaining in the last four are Spain. Do you know what? This is
yeah,
so
right.
bad. I should know this.
I don't even know for football.
So you've got
What
Germany,
organs?
Portugal,
Yeah.
and
So England-
France and Spain. Germany, Portugal, France, and Spain.
Where's England? Yeah.
No,
No,
we went out.
they
We went out a while
yeah.
ago. Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
really watch it.
Weren't England in the league below? You know that there's different.
I think so. Yeah, I think we because we didn't do too well.
So it's when is it? This weekend?
So Wednesday, Thursday, and I think the finals on Sunday. I think I'm not sure.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
sick.
So if they win that, because it was big, wasn't it? I think
Yeah.
Portugal won it, didn't they?
Portugal won it.
Portugal won it last time around. Yeah.
Is it a big competition?
Well,
now, man?
I mean, it's recognised as big now. It is, whether we like it or
And
not.
then they got the thing coming on after.
Yeah, the
this.
club World Cup.
Yeah.
These
Yeah.
players are playing. They're not. It's non-stop. Like, where's their breaks?
Listen, Todd Bowley come out and said what you just said. The players don't get any breaks,
Yeah.
but then he's gone and entered his team in the Club World
Exactly.
Cup.
Exactly.
Sorry,
Oh,
mate.
that's right.
Sorry, mate. You
Choose to
can't
enter
moan.
it.
It's
Yeah.
money.
I think you get invited and you accept, or you know what I mean. And he got
Yeah.
invited and he said, "Yeah, we'll have that." Because
So
it's
when is this Club World Cup now? If you know. Is it
June
every-
18th. I think
no,
it
no,
starts.
Is it every?
Oh, I'm not sure. It's the first one though. This is the first
It's a
one.
new tournament.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, back to the Ballon d'Or. So you lot reckon it's between Dembele or Lamar?
Yeah, Yamal, yeah, it's got to be one of them two.
Dembele will win it.
Yeah.
Who you going with? Let's go.
I'm
Who you
going
going
with
with?
Dembele.
Yeah, Dembele.
I think it will be Dembele, but Dembele at the moment,
Yeah.
even though Ousmane Dembele is Ballon d'Or winner. Come on, man.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
Like a good player, like quality player, makes things happen. But Ballon d'Or,
Yeah.
really?
Oh,
I don't think it is.
Come
I reckon
on.
I reckon Lamar should win it. Do you know why? Because he creates like memorable moments. The way he destroys teams, twists them. He's the closest thing to like Neymar, Messi. We ain't seen nothing like that in ages.
Well, that young boy from PSG ain't bad, is he?
Do we?
Yeah.
Do we?
Do we? Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
cold
yeah.
as well. Do you reckon
He's
he'd be?
kind of cold, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's good, man.
Yeah.
I think him and Lamine Yamal for the next few years will be like
Yeah,
battling up there.
yeah.
Yeah, they'll be
Who's gonna
battling
go
up
for? Who do you reckon do a go next?
Who?
Or do you reckon step PSG?
there. No, step PSG.
Mm.
It's step PSG.
It's looking good, man. Football's looking alright.
Is it healing? Is it healing? Would you say?
Lamar,
not
you
yet.
put players, you see players like Lamar gives you hope, I suppose. Like,
Yeah, it's quality.
creates like life again.
Well, listen, they're going after this kid from River Plate, Mastantuono.
Who's at PSG? Yeah.
You watch this kid. Watch this. He's just been called up. He's 17. He's just been called up to the Argentina first team squad now. I'm telling you, this boy. You know what? Watching him play, you know you've got players that have got ability, talent. With him, it's IQ. Decision making is already there at 17. Like the timing of his passes, releasing the ball, knowing when to play it, when to cross, when to shoot. He's already got that, and the way he's so elegant the way he plays. So what you'll see him next season for PSG if he goes there.
All right, there's a lot of transfer rumours around lurking. Actually, we're doing some confirm.
Yeah.
So we got the lap to Chelsea.
Yeah, done.
That's happening, isn't it?
Yeah, it's done.
Has it
Who wants-
happened?
That's happened.
Happened.
It's,
Yeah.
I think
It's here we go there.
today, yeah,
Huh?
yeah,
Here we go
today.
there.
yeah.
I think done today.
No,
Yeah.
today's been done. Like,
Yeah.
they just have to announce it now. He's passed his medical. He's done everything now.
It's a great deal, man.
30 million, yeah.
Yeah.
I reckon he's. I
But
reckon
you
he's.
know-
He would have been brilliant for you lot.
Yeah, I know. A lot of these players, they come from bloody City back in the day.
Yeah.
So
lot
many.
of them, yeah.
Because there's rumours of, what's the young boy at Dortmund, the left wing?
Gittins.
He's from City.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
Chelsea, there's rumours Chelsea.
And Chelsea lots
Yeah.
as well.
Did he play underneath?
Well,
Maresca
Cole Palmer,
and
They all come
23s?
from, loads of them come from
Jaden
City.
Sancho,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Delap,
Lavia.
Lavia,
yeah.
and if they get that'll be 5 all from City,
And
City's
did
academy.
he play? Was they all in his team?
Yeah, yeah.
So he's
they all
just
play
bringing
together.
them all back together, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if Maresca was coaching all of them,
No,
but he's coached a few of them.
He coached Delap,
Yeah.
Palmer, and Lavio.
He might have even coached Foden. To be fair, he might have even been there. I'm not too sure, but he might have been there when Foden was
Maybe Sancho then. Was the Sancho part of that team? They must have been around the same time
there.
when Cole Palmer was coming through. Must
Yes,
have
he
been.
was. Sancho was around that.
Yeah.
time.
Well, Sancho. Yeah, he might have been because Sancho
He was.
left a few years ago.
But he kind of
Yeah.
broke in quite young, innit?
Yeah,
Sancho?
yeah.
What do you reckon? Do you reckon they're moving on somebody then? Are they moving on anybody? Obviously, Nkunku's.
I'm hearing they want another striker. They want Ekitike now.
That's who Newcastle wanted about a season ago.
Yeah,
season and a
yeah,
half ago.
yeah. But he's
And
too
he
he's
tu-
too
he
similar
turned
to
us down.
Isak though.
He turned us down. And then he's been banging the goals. And is it Frankfurt?
Frankfurt.
Yeah.
Yeah. He scored against Spurs, funny enough, in the first leg.
Are they selling Nicholas Jackson? Is he
I'm
up for
hearing
sale?
that he might. I don't. It'll be silly if they sold him. He's a good player for them. He makes things happen for them.
Yeah, but I think the fans ain't happy with him now.
Yeah, but a squad player, he'd be good as a squad player. I don't know if you can keep hold of all three. I don't know, but they'll have a lot of games next season. A lot of games.
I'm not keeping Nicholas Jackson if he's at Arsenal. He can go. I'm selling
It'd be
him.
good for you lot. It'd be good for you lot. It'd be good signing for you lot.
Yeah,
Nicholas
bro.
Jackson. I'm telling you.
I
Yeah.
don't want no Chelsea players
Arsenal
again,
top
bro.
players, mate.
He'd be
No,
good.
no,
It'd be-
one Chelsea player's come in our team and done a mad thing. Apart from Havertz has been
Oh,
alright.
here we go.
Havertz has
Here
been
we go.
alright. Of everybody we've got,
You
he's
know
the
what?
only
So
one.
many people don't like Havertz. I don't know. I think he's done all right there.
Yeah, he's done alright.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like Havertz. You rate
No,
Havertz?
but
Nah,
Jackson's a good player, man. Jackson's a good player. Don't. You know
Take
what
him
I
at
mean?
Man United.
hit him
Hear that?
I'd have him at United.
Amarin.
I would have him at United. Yeah. for a decent price, I'd have him at United all day.
We've got some transfer rumours as well. We've got speaking of Arsenal, parties linked to Barcelona.
Yeah, I saw that.
I don't think that's gonna happen now.
Massive loss for you lot if he goes.
Yeah, he's not
Oh
gonna
yeah,
go.
100%.
Massive loss.
No. I reckon. I think he's a
Party
great
stay,
person.
mate. He ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere.
I reckon we've got him for another season,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah, but he's not gonna. If he signs a contract, it's not gonna be 1 year though, is it?
maybe like 1 year deal with an extension, isn't it?
Nah, he's not gonna do that.
No,
He
he won't.
wouldn't do
No.
that, especially if he's gonna get a 2-3 year contract elsewhere.
right.
He's not gonna do that. No
Especially
way.
at Barca, he would,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Is he gonna start at Barcelona?
Of course he would.
I don't think.
Course he
He's
would.
starting at
I think
Barcelona.
Is it? That,
Yeah.
It might not just be a football decision, man. Where would you rather live, London or Barcelona?
Spain, I'm going.
You know
But
what I mean?
remember, sometimes you don't. But it's home though. I like when we had who was it on the podcast? Not Eagle. Was it Eagle? Yeah, Eagle was saying family tip.
Yeah.
If London's home, London's home. People like London, you know.
Yeah.
We don't like London because we live here. You understand what I'm saying? That's what it is.
Because we broke.
That too. Yeah, you understand? We want to get out of London because obviously we're
Yeah.
born here.
So many people want to come to London. They think London's great.
If you got money, it
But
is the
when you
best
live
city.
here-
But
Yeah.
but then lifestyle, wasn't it? Like
Yeah.
you know, Spain, like by the beach, Barcelona. He came from Spain. He was at Atletico Madrid, so he knows the country. He probably speaks the language as well. You know.
Possibly, yeah. We need to keep him on, yeah.
You might let him go. And the reason I say it is because you just signed. Are you signing? What's the guy?
Zubimendi.
Zuberman, that's the one. And you're getting rid of Jorginho. And
Yeah.
Jorginho's
maybe
good
let
already.
Partey go.
Yeah, but Partey will be a big miss for them. Big miss.
Yeah,
He allowed Rice to play the way he played last season.
We can't lose Jorginho and Partey.
No,
in
yeah, I
the
agree.
Same window.
Jorginho, you can.
Jorginho's going to move on, yeah, because he didn't play anyway. But
Yeah.
Partey's
Partey,
starting to, yeah. And if Zubimendi gets injured, we're back to square one.
Yeah.
If our midfield
Yeah.
we're weak.
And I'll be honest with you. Look, I could be very, very wrong. I think Zubimendi will be a good signing for you lot, but I don't think is exactly what you need. That's my opinion from what I see of Arsenal. I don't think exactly
I don't know
what
about
you
your opinions, bro.
need. We'll see.
I feel like we'll see. Kellegar's linked to Brentford.
He's gone.
Is he
He's
gone?
gone. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
he's
got
gone.
18 million.
Yeah.
Oh no, sorry.
Nixon from
So
us.
it's Flecken gone to
Yeah.
Germany. Yeah.
Flecken's going to buy Leverkusen, yeah.
We were getting him, you know. See,
Oh, you
Leeds.
linked him as well.
We
You
were.
don't sound like. Oh,
Listen,
Arsenal.
we were linked to him first.
Arsenal 2.0.
we were linked to him first, and then obviously Brentford nicked him.
Yeah.
You're not happy with Melier, your fans?
He was
No,
awful.
definitely not.
Is he that bad, is he?
Yeah.
Terrible.
Oh no, we don't want him no more. He's got to go. He's
Error
gotta go.
prone.
He was highly rated as well a couple of years ago,
Error
wasn't he?
prone.
A couple of seasons ago, he was great.
Yeah.
Last
Error
season,
prone.
he was starting to show signs of letting silly goals in. I mean, this season, God, we're lucky. Lucky we took him out of the firing line when we did.
Oh,
because
did you take him out of the team?
Dropped.
We dropped him
Error
just
prone.
before.
Error prone.
Yeah, I mean, the
Wow.
last few games, what's name come in, done a great job.
Fair enough.
Yeah, done a
So
great
you're
job.
looking for a goalkeeper now?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Martinez.
I'll tell you what, we've got Onana available, mate. If you can...
No, he can stay where he is as well.
Rastafari.
Yeah, I reckon Martinez would be a good goalie for you. Though.
Yeah, he's not going to... No disrespect. He's not going to go Leeds.
Why?
He's a Champions League level
Yeah,
goalkeeper,
he's not
man.
gonna go
Who's
to
who's
He
leaving?
might stay at Villa now. He might stay at Villa now. But Atletico Madrid, Barcelona, these are the clubs he's been linked with.
Yeah.
What? Yeah.
Yeah, how old? He's old though. Man.
32.
He's getting on, man.
Yeah,
Still a
32.
good keeper though. Still a
good,
great
yeah.
So
keeper.
you want to play at the highest level
Yeah.
at this age then?
Still, you reckon?
Yeah, of course you do, yeah.
Still a good
So he's
keeper.
32, he's not old for a goalkeeper.
I reckon he'll be
That's still
good.
young.
Yeah.
So who's available then for Leeds?
What, as a goalkeeper?
Yeah.
I don't know, they're going to have to pull it out of the hat.
The Burnley. Well, he probably stay at Burnley.
Trafford.
now. He'll probably stay at
No,
Burnley.
Yeah, you lot wanted him as well.
We wanted,
Yeah.
we wanted him. He'll
We
probably
were
stay at
looking at-
Burnley.
we were
now.
looking at, I think, was it the Southampton goalkeeper?
Oh,
Oh, Ramsdale.
Yeah.
You don't want him.
But that's 3 relegations on his CV now, isn't it?
Yeah, we're looking at him and looking
Nah.
at the other team that got demoted.
Leicester.
Leicester's keeper.
He's a good keeper.
Yeah.
I like him. I
What's his name?
forgot his name now.
Case killer?
He's no. It's not. Yeah, he's a good keeper. I like him. He's got that presence about him.
Wirtz to Liverpool. He's rejected, isn't he? Well,
He rejected it on Leverkusen.
Leverkusen rejected. They said they want
150 million euros. They want.
PISS, mate.
Yeah,
That's
they
a
are.
lot of
They
money.
are.
They offer again.
I don't think they've
That's
done
a
it
lot
yet.
of money,
Do you
man.
reckon he hits the ground running at Liverpool though?
Yes, it will.
In the
He
system.
will. He will.
Remember his system things.
Now, but my man wouldn't be bringing him in if he didn't know he can do the job.
And where does he play?
Hermanson.
No, like
Sorry,
Number
Hermanson.
10,
Yeah,
number
him,
10,
yeah.
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, he plays number 10, but then who gets dropped? Because you got Wirtz, then you Gravenberch is gonna start, Slobosly or McAllister.
Yeah, it'll probably you got Gravenberch, Soboslai, McAllister, and Wirtz will probably be because Soboslai's been playing as a 10, more so.
So what? Slobosly gets dropped.
I mean, for certain games maybe, yeah. Or you'd rotate between the four of them.
Rotate. You got Champions League.
Yeah.
They've been
Yeah.
for all the cups, so they rotate.
Someone's got to get dropped.
Listen, I'm sorry, like I rate Wirtz up. He's a quality player, but 100, even 100 million is just silly money.
Yeah, but that's how much players cost now. Young players, he's a baller. He's like, whack.
He's at, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Exactly, he's a baller.
Yeah. I just 120 million. Is it 120 that they've gone to? 130 million euros.
They're saying they
Well,
want
they
100.
went to
They went
110, didn't they?
110, 120 million
No, they
euros.
offered 101 first, didn't they?
It's too much. Like that should have been accepted.
They offered 101. Something.
They had 130 rejected.
Euros, isn't it? That's euros.
Yeah.
So that's about 105 million pound,
105.
give or take.
And they want 150. Maybe they're trying to keep him.
Nah.
they don't want
They're
that.
just trying to maximise what they get.
That's exactly it.
Their team's getting broken up proper now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Their manager's gone, Jonathan Tar's gone by.
Yeah. Frimpong's gone.
Frimpong's gone. Their team's
Yeah.
getting picked apart now.
Yeah.
That's it. They're done now.
And do you know? And do you know who their manager is now?
I know.
Eric Ten Hag.
Eric Ten Hag.
And do you know
Oh,
what?
so they're already
I want them. Listen. I want them to.
They're like this.
Listen, I want them to buy Wirtz for that money, and I want them to come in with like 40 million for Onana, 50 million for Anthony, 60 million for Garnacho. Have them all, man. Take them all,
Oh,
man.
just buy them. Bring them to Germany.
Take them.
Tell him take back all the players he brought to Man United.
I'll be over the moon. We give you a 2-for-1 deal, my friend, for your best price.
Oh,
Ten
God.
Hag.
So Wirtz, yeah, I reckon they're not paying that for 150, man.
They'll agree a fee. They'll agree a fee.
He might end up at City, boy.
No, he won't. No, that's why they're going for Cherki, because they went for him and they couldn't afford him. I said they couldn't afford him. They didn't want to pay that much.
No, they wanted Morgan Gibbs-White at City as well.
Yeah, they still want him.
No, they're saying that they're done with it.
Oh, they're done with it now.
Yeah.
So that
they're not paying 100
are
million.
you sure?
Yeah, 100%. So
Okay,
today.
fair.
Yeah, they're not paying 100
Okay.
million.
Yeah, that's a lot of money for
100
him.
mil
Though.
for.
Gibbs White.
Oh no.
But this is what I'm saying. This is what these players cost.
Well, he cost Forest about 40 odd mil, didn't
I
he?
think it was more.
Was it more from Wolves?
Forrest got ripped off, in my opinion.
He's a good player, man.
But
He's a good
Not
player.
100 mil though, man.
No. I'm saying what Forest paid,
Yeah.
that 40 odd mil.
I
You
mean,
know.
he's worth about 70. About 70.
Yeah, I'd say that.
No
Yeah,
more than-
yeah, because he's English and he's still young. And what about Morgan Rogers? Do you reckon he'll go anywhere this summer?
Good player.
No,
I like him a lot. Yeah.
As to Newcastle, was it
You
Morgan?
lot licked everybody.
No, it was a
I'm
new.
glad-
It was a Villa
Unc's
player.
gonna tell us Leeds wanted him as well, now, isn't it?
There's a Villa player. I feel like it was Morgan Rogers. Might be another one that Newcastle were linked with. There's a Villa player, Jacob Ramsey.
Oh yeah.
Jacob
Yeah,
Ramsey,
he's a good
sorry.
player as well.
Good player.
Yeah, Ramsey's a good
I'll
player.
take Ramsey. Yeah, Willock for Ramsey. That's the talk was.
Ooh.
I'll take Ramsey.
Swap deal, you mean?
I'll take Ramsey.
Yeah, Villa are losing out there because he's a homegrown player as well.
Exactly,
Good
yeah,
player.
no, I don't think that'll happen.
Yeah.
I think Gibbs might be good for you though as well.
Yeah, he's a good.
You're not gonna afford. Can you not spend money now?
We got some money.
Can you
got
spend
money.
it though?
Yeah, we can spend it because we ain't bought no one.
Oh.
Bloody spend it.
You don't have to sell anymore, do you? Because at one point they were looking like you have to sell.
Nah, we don't have to
Anthony
sell.
Gordon and Isak
Yeah,
and whatnot, they're all
no,
staying now.
Well, we don't have to sell, but they might want to move on.
Yeah, fairs. Yeah.
Not now, Champions League.
No,
Doesn't matter.
I don't think they will now. No,
Doesn't
we've got
matter.
Champions League. No
It doesn't
You
matter.
stay, man.
Nah, there's still talk that some players might want to move on.
Speaking of outs, Ange's looking to leave.
Or is it Ange looking to separate from Tottenham?
Well, I don't know. Is he looking?
They're saying
they're looking to get rid of him.
And
Yeah.
Thomas Frank, apparently they've had talks.
He's number one
Thomas Frank.
target. Yeah.
They've had talks with Thomas Frank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know? I don't know why no one's looking at that Bournemouth manager.
Raiola.
Yeah.
I was having that conversation today with my pal, and where would he go now? Where's he gonna go?
Tottenham. You do a job at Tottenham. I'll take him. Thomas Frank's a good manager, to be fair.
Yeah.
But will he work well with Daniel Levy?
No,
At Spurs, you mean?
Yeah.
no.
Well, he works on a small budget.
That's right.
He works on a small budget. So that might be the ideal manager for them because he'll get given money, a lot more money than he would at Brentford, but just not the kind of money that Antonio Conte or Mourinho would want.
Yeah.
So that might work. But yeah, no, Iraola, I think, you know what, I'd like to see, the only thing of Iraola is Bournemouth are going to lose Kirkes. They're probably going to lose Semenyo.
Where's he going? Liverpool?
Liverpool,
Kirkes
yeah.
Liverpool.
That's a good sign.
Yeah.
Liverpool ain't playing.
Robertson's just starting to tail off.
Yeah. And probably Semenyo as well.
To where? That's who.
There's a few clubs want him.
Newcastle was looking at as
There's
well.
a few clubs that
Semenyo.
want him, yeah. But, I mean, can he build... Because those are big players, man. They've been brilliant this season. Can Iraola do it again with like 2 or 3 new players? But Bournemouth recruit well.
Yeah, they do.
They recruit really, really well.
They're a bit like
Do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think Tottenham's wrong for getting rid of Ange? You know, like he's saying.
No.
Has he actually gone?
No, well, they
If they do,
so
no,
if they do.
no.
You reckon
I actually
he's
think
one
they-
of their first.
No, I think they should actually keep him.
No.
Give him at least 10 games.
At least, yeah.
At least.
No,
I reckon
because it messes
I'm
up your whole
sorry.
summer.
Yeah.
Mess up because you're going to buy players to accommodate that
Yeah, I know
manager
what you're
and their
saying.
style of play.
Yeah.
And then if it doesn't work, look what we've done with Ten Hag.
Yeah.
It's a disastrous season
Do you know
again.
what
But then he's won them their first
Listen,
trophy.
let me tell you
in
something. They asked me the
97
other day.
years.
They asked me the other day, some of the season. The man said something like exceptional or fantastic or superb.
Yeah, because they're playing crap. Yeah.
38 points gets you relegated.
Mm.
That is relegation fodder. 38
yeah,
points. Just
yeah.
because the free season's been so bad.
Yeah.
They lost 22 out of 38
Yeah,
games.
but
What,
do you think
22 out of
if
38
they weren't, but
Premier
if
League
they
games.
weren't in that other
Shocking.
competition, they wouldn't have been that low down.
I think he's
That-
very
that's-
fortunate they've done what they've done in that
because the
competition.
reason I think they put all their eggs in that basket. That's why a lot of them tailed off in the league. They
Yeah,
really didn't
I
care
agree
about
with
the
that.
league.
Yeah,
They didn't care about that because they knew they had to win this competition.
All right, answer me this. They won that competition. Last home over the season, Man United put on a performance. Last home game of the Tottenham season, they got beat 4-1 by Brighton. Put on a little show for your fans.
No, but they said they was going for that cup.
They've won the cup now.
Yeah,
It's the
yeah.
last Premier League. home
No,
game
no,
of the season.
I see the argument. No, you're absolutely spot on. The only thing that I would say is, even if they were to perform a little bit better, they would have moved up, 13th, 14th, 15th?
They won't finish that low this
Yeah.
season.
I don't
They
reckon
won't.
they
They won't. Them and Man United won't.
They had a lot of injuries as well.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, that's
tons
right.
of injuries.
They won't
Yeah,
finish
but
that low.
I think they should part ways. They should just say to Angela, "Thank you very much. Really appreciate what you've done for us," and just go and bring in a different manager because
Does he want to stay or go? Does he want to stay or go?
He wants to stay.
he probably want to stay.
He wants to stay.
I'd assume he'd want to stay.
I think it's dread, man. You can't win.
Yeah, but you can't. That's football.
Can't win a
though.
cup.
Yeah.
And then get rid of it. It's like,
I know
yeah,
exactly
it's
the
wrong,
same
man.
thing. They've done the same with Ten Hag.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
And he
And
made
set
the
us
team
back.
worse.
Set us
I
back.
think it depends on a couple of things. One of the things is if they can get another manager in, because that was similar. He only got the job because they couldn't really get anyone else. And
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And then the second thing is if
You lost your train of thought, innit?
yeah.
I can just see. No, but listen, what I would say is he's not. He's like, imagine they play that football in the Champions League. What do you think a PSG will do to them?
Oh, they're
Well,
PSG.
they're playing them.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
Get 'em,
Let's see,
boys!
all right. But that's if Ange's manager. Now you're gonna have to. So
They gotta get
what he's gonna have to do is play the way he wants to play, and you'll get destroyed. Play to adapt, and you'll probably lose anyway. And that's not your football. So he's not the right manager for their team. That's what I
They
think.
got to play each other, don't they?
Yeah, in the Super Cup.
Super
yeah.
Cup, yeah.
Well, do you know what? It's a good thing we didn't win that Europa League.
That-
We would have
that's
got
gonna be fun,
torn
isn't it?
apart by this PSG
Bruv,
Super
that's
team.
gonna be
fun.
The Tottenham fans have been getting on to me, bro.
Yeah.
I hope they get the like 10-0 or something.
Would, imagine they win that and they win another trophy.
Nah, they're not. They're not being PSG.
Another European
That'd
trophy.
be a shock.
They're not
Yeah,
being
yeah.
PSG. Could you imagine they beat PSG though?
Yeah,
Mate,
imagine.
your season's done before it
But you
started.
know what, though?
Everyone's like, go on.
No, they're the kind of team that would beat PSG though. Tottenham are
They
the
turn up
kind
for a
of
big
team
game,
that-
innit?
Guys, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, let's not get carried away. Inter Milan was shocking in that final, yeah?
Yeah.
Everyone's like
Yeah.
PSG or this Barcelona of 2010. They're not, because how many games they lose in the group stage of that Champions League competition?
Yeah, it's true.
right?
They struggled to get out
They
of the stage.
they lost in each of their legs against Liverpool and Villa. Yeah, they lost 1-0 at home to Liverpool and they lost 3-2 away at Villa. So they're not unbeatable. They just dismantled. Inter Milan was shocking. Yeah, that's what it was. So PSG are beatable.
Nah.
That's
They
why I
are
say next
beatable,
season
man.
they won't win it.
They are beatable.
They won't win it next
Nah,
season.
do you know what it is? The reason why I compare them, I said the way when they're dominating a team,
Yeah.
it reminded me of like
Yeah.
that Barca 2010 team where they knock it around.
Yeah, I see what you're
move it.
saying.
Yeah, it plays
Like,
lovely
they
It's
football.
Luis
dominate-
Enrique, mate.
yeah,
It's
they
Luis Enrique
dominate-
football.
they
That's why.
dominate-
That's
they
right.
dominate teams.
Lovely
Luis
football.
Enrique football. They came from the same school. Him and Pep and all that. They came from the same school of football.
Yeah,
The only odd one out is Arteta, isn't it? Really? With his long throw ball.
Listen,
Mikel Pulis.
I'm backing my manager till January.
Yeah, man. Next season he can bring something to the table.
Yeah, I reckon. That's what I said. I reckon.
And if he don't, mate, he has to go. He has to go.
I said that already.
Yeah.
He has to
January,
go.
I'm done with him. He's out.
Teta.
Yeah, he's done.
Yeah.
I'm done with him.
He's got to bring something to the table.
There's some more transfers. Sancho's looking to stay at Chelsea.
They have to agree. They have to agree the wages.
How do you feel about that?
He's got to go. But he will go regardless. If he don't go to Chelsea, he'll go somewhere else. They'll get rid of him. But he's got to go. We can't be having him back at the club. Not the way
Yeah,
he.
the manager's gone.
It's nothing to do with the manager. This is the argument I was having with Jay last when he first went, when he put that comment talking about freedom.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That's got nothing, because the manager's gone and you're talking about freedom. You know what I mean? If you're a freedom fighter, mate, you know, go and fight in the battlefront. You know. Yeah. So yeah, he disrespected the club then.
The freedom's not just the manager, bro. It's what's going on.
Yeah, cool. If you don't want to be at the club, that's fine. You can go. No problem. If you want to shackles off and you want to come in to training whatever time you want and turn up to the games every time, you do what you want to do. You go do it somewhere else.
Because look at Anthony. He was in tears. Like his time at Man United was horrible.
Yeah, but he cries all the time. That lad.
Nah,
He's always crying. He's like Zinchenko.
Nah, but
always crying.
it shows you it's not nice there. It's not a nice place. No, it's your club and that. And
Yeah, I get it. It's been a bad environment, but
Yeah.
you know, you've still, like, when you're on the pitch, it's down to you. You understand? When you're on the pitch
a
performing, it's down
mental
to
thing.
you.
If you're not happy, if your training's got flipping, you're getting what are you not getting? What's going on with your training facilities? They're getting half.
Yeah, but you can't. Yeah, no, I understand all of that, but this has been going on for a couple of years. Like he played well for 3 games. The first 3 starts he had for Man United, he scored all 3 games, including against you lot, funnily enough. But then after that, he just dipped. And you had the manager. Manager showing faith in you. The manager wasn't playing Ahmad, he was playing you. He wasn't playing this kid, he was playing you. And then you're still not putting in performances.
Because he's not happy.
Yeah, but what was he unhappy about at the start though?
We don't know what's going on.
I'm not having
A
it.
lot
I'm
of
not
them was
having
not
it.
happy.
No, I'm
Rashford
not
was
having
not
it.
happy.
No.
Sancho's not happy. Ronaldo wasn't happy with what's going on. Anthony's not happy. Pogba was whack.
So it's got
The
to do-
list
it's got
of
to
dope
do- yeah,
players.
It's got to do with the back room.
It's the back room.
Yeah, it's
You
got to
can't.
do with the back room.
You can't.
But then if you're not
can't
willing
put on
to,
a
so what about Bruno
players
Fernandes then?
unhappy,
What about
huh?
Bruno Fernandes? How's he managed to put in performances on a regular basis?
God knows, bro.
But
Yeah, but that's one out of.
if you don't
That's
want
one.
to,
Yeah,
but
that's one player
He's a
out of how
class
many?
player.
yeah,
class
but
players?
a lot of them are supposed to be class players. If you're not going to have that fight and that, right, you know, sometimes you've got to change it yourself. Sometimes you've got to put in the work and change it yourself. You can't always be blaming other people and relying on other people. So, you know, when you're on that pitch, he went up against Cucurella. He got absolutely smoked in that final. He was at Real Betis. He's happy there, no? But what did he do in the final? Nothing. He got smoked. Just ain't good enough sometimes, and that's that.
Nah.
That's the fact of the matter.
I think it's deeper than that, man.
Yeah, and it might well be.
I'm going off your Sancho freedom statement. That's what I'm talking about.
Nah, you can go.
Like,
I don't.
it's
I don't
more-
care about
it's
Jadon
more-
Sancho
it's more to
anymore.
that.
He's not Man United player
More,
anymore, as far as I'm
'cause
concerned.
Sancho can play ball.
Yeah, he's a baller. He's a good technical footballer. He's not up for the fight though. I can tell you that for nothing.
He can play
Tell you that
ball.
for free.
He's definitely a baller.
Yeah, but he should be playing in the Ballers League, really. That's all about technical ability. He's not up for the fight. He's not. When it comes to listen, when backs are against the wall, you need those players that are going to fight for your team. This is what your manager's done, and this is why you're doing well. That's what your manager's done. That's why you're doing well. You need your players to step up. It's not always about technical ability and who looks good and your Desiree Doués and everything. You need your hard players. That's why I always rated Harry Maguire, because he'll still stand up.
Yeah, but Odegaard don't step up. When it's hard.
Okay, but that's individuals. I'm talking about a team. I'm talking about individuals within the team.
No,
a lot
but
of
I'm
them.
saying Odegaard's he's an attacking player that doesn't.
Okay,
step
well
up when
then
times
do you know
are
what?
hard.
You've weeded out the weak. Then there you go. You've weeded him out because Gabriel will step up. Declan Rice will step up.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Even Kai Havertz, I would say a lot of the time will
Havertz
step
step
up.
up, yeah, 100%,
Yeah,
yeah,
Saliba will
yeah.
step up. Your goalkeeper will step up.
Yeah, do you know what it was? Do you know what's funny? I was looking at like our potential starting 11, and Odegaard's the weakest link. When you look at it, like if we get in Nico Williams and if we get in,
You're not going to get Nico Williams. I think he's going to
No.
stay.
if we get
Nico Williams.
Sesko or
Yeah.
another striker, you look at the team: Timber, Saliba, Gabriel.
They step up.
Rice,
They step up. Yeah.
Zumba Mendy,
Yeah.
Saka. Odegaard was the one I was thinking, rah.
Because
needs
he
to
had
go.
the back end of the season, he didn't play very well, did he?
Nah, he had a poor season.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
But this is what it's all about. You weed out the weak. You know you can pick out rather than saying right the whole team needs changing like us. You can say right all of these players are quality. All of these players are up for the fight.
yeah.
The only ones we need to change are the centre forward, potentially left winger, and the number 10. That's
where we're at now. I think,
That's
man.
good.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
amazing.
yeah,
I wish we were there. Do you know what I mean? Where we've only got 2 or 3 players to identify. We're talking about selling half our team. Do you understand? That's the difference. And it's the same with Newcastle. I look at Newcastle, they've got a solid team. You can handpick the amount of players that you need. And when you say you need a striker, second choice striker will do. You got a first choice striker, one of the best in Europe.
Right.
You know what I mean? Your players, you know, you've got Anthony Gordon, one of the best left wingers in the Premier League, I would say, on his day. You've got a top midfield. Like, not many midfielders better than that Premier League. Your defenders are good. They're not amazing, but they're good. They're solid. They work well together. And you got a good, solid goalkeeper as well. Yeah. You might need a bit more to go far in the Champions League, whatever.
We probably need one or two that will actually start into the starting 11, but we need depth. That's what we lack.
Same as Arsenal. Same as Arsenal. Yeah, it's exactly the same as Arsenal.
I think we've got a decent depth. We need
No, you need more.
You need more. Injuries, bro.
Yeah, you need more.
Because Jesus can play left wing. I don't mind Jesus on left wing. You know, I prefer him than Martinelli.
And he's another one gets injured too much.
Yeah.
He's always injured.
But he can play left wing.
Yeah.
I would keep him as a backup and get rid of Martinelli. And then the last topic, Trent's gone anyway as well to.
Well, they paid 10 million euros to get him out of his
I
contract.
haven't looked at the deal in depth. Is it work? How is that 10 million derived?
So-
I guarantee it's not all up front, is it? It's probably linked with performance and all these.
No, I think it is just
He's
an
up
upfront fee.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's up front, yeah.
I know they
Right.
wanted to make a cup, but why?
No.
What's the benefit?
No,
It's the
because-
Club World Cup.
No, because they
What
wanted
is
him. No, they wanted him early.
Yeah.
So then, because if they wait for his contract to run out, he can't play for them in that
In the Club World
Super
Cup. Yeah.
Yeah, but okay,
That
they
Club
got a
World
right
Cup
back.
thing.
They,
Yeah.
Yes,
No, but they
So
wanted
that's
to
why
play.
to
They
buy
wanted
him
him.
early.
They wanted
Had to buy him out
yeah.
his contract.
yeah, but what would you? Okay.
You have to
Look,
buy his contract
think
out.
about it like
Yeah.
this. Look, Liverpool fans will look at it. We got 10 million euros for a player whose contract expires in a month.
Great for Liverpool because there's no football.
Yeah,
left. But
exactly.
I don't understand why Real Madrid wouldn't just hold out and say, okay, we won't play the competition with him.
No, because they have to sign him in.
10 million.
Maybe Xabi Alonso wanted him.
Innit?
Maybe he wanted him as part of
10
his squad.
million. Are they looking at shirt sales and thinking we'll get that back? What are they looking at?
Yeah, mate. Who knows? Well, they'll get it back from the competition.
Yeah, for the competition.
If they go and
yeah.
do well in the competition, they're going to want to win
Where's
that
that being
competition, by the way.
hosted?
I think the States, isn't it? If I'm not mistaken.
America, yeah.
It is the States, yeah? Yeah.
I reckon.
It's only in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah,
It's
18th, yeah.
It starts in 2 weeks' time.
What do you reckon?
I reckon Trent's gonna he's gonna hit the ground running.
He'll do well there.
No.
Mbappe.
Listen, I take back what I
Yeah.
said. If he plays in a wing back with three at the back, if he plays in a wing back, he'll be amazing for them.
He's gonna kill
If
it.
he plays as in a 4 as a right back, he's going to get murdered out in that league.
He'll do well for him because them diagonals to Mbappe or Vinicius.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what-
They're gonna love him. They're gonna love him.
Attacking
love
wise,
him.
yeah.
He's gonna find them like.
course.
He's gonna be spraying him. He's gonna
Is
find.
Rodrigo staying or going?
He's
I heard he
He's a
wants
good-
to stay. I
he's
heard he
a good
wants to
player,
stay,
man.
yeah.
He's a
But
good
if
player.
you want Rodrigo, you got to pay top dollar
That's
for
a
him.
He's a
million.
good player.
Yeah,
That's another one.
yeah.
Probably 100 million.
Yeah,
plus.
yeah, give or take. Yeah,
That's
you're
a
going to have
big
to pay
too as
80,
well.
90 million, something like
Yeah,
that
good
for him.
player at Man City or Arsenal.
Yeah, he's a quality player. I
Good
like
player,
him.
man.
Yeah.
100 mil. They want
Good
for him.
player.
Oh yeah.
We're
But
getting
listen, you want to go to the next level? That's what you got to do.
I don't know. Man. Hopefully.
That's what you got to do. You got to pay the
I think if we
bucks.
sell Martinelli, God willing.
You want to sell him?
I want to sell him. Yeah, I'll sell him. And bring in Rodrigo.
How much would you get for Martinelli?
About 50. Yeah.
Mate, if they can get 30 for Nketiah, they can get
Care about 60 there.
Oh my god! I can't believe that they paid 30 million for him.
Did he pay for you lot as well? Did he come alone?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
no.
quality
Yeah,
for
they
them.
want him.
He was
Yeah,
quality
we
for them.
didn't want him.
Yeah,
We didn't want him.
yeah, he was
No,
brilliant
he
for
played
them.
all right for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
then a lot of times, no, it wasn't that great.
He scored a lot of goals for you lot, though, no?
Well,
I'm sure he did in Ketia.
he scored, I think,
got a few,
altogether about six goals. That's what he scored for me.
Alone.
Right, I need to
Yeah.
check this. I need to check
He
this.
scored many.
You know better than I.
No, he didn't score many goals for Leeds.
And this is what I was
Because we
saying
were trying to
about.
send him back
yeah.
as quick as possible.
And this is what I was saying about like these academy players and academy level, because he's like the top English goal scorer of all time for like is it under 21s or under 18s? He's the top goal scorer.
Maybe he had a good team.
Yeah, do you know what? 5 goals.
Wow.
I thought he scored. I thought he scored
Was
more than
that
that.
was that whole season alone?
Yeah.
Yeah, 19 games,
So I said,
5 goals.
Yeah, he only scored 5 goals.
I thought he scored a lot for them.
A lot of academies, they don't hit the ground running, man. They don't hit. But
But
yeah,
to be honest, he didn't get much play there.
yeah.
I think Belsier was his manager then, was he?
Bielsa.
Oh, was he the manager back then? He was top
Yeah.
manager, innit?
But he's struggling at Palace as well.
Nketiah.
Yeah.
he's struggling, man.
Because he knows he's second choice.
Well, he's not first
Mateta's
choice,
kicking.
is he? Yeah.
Mateta's kicking down the
But
corner flag in the Premier League.
Yeah. Teddy's killing it, mate.
Yeah,
And
he's
it's not just that even when he doesn't score, they link up. That front three link
Yeah.
up so well.
Yeah,
That's quality,
They
man.
link up so well.
Do you reckon Eze will stay?
I hope he does stay.
If
I can't see him
Eze,
staying,
it
though.
depends what Eze. If Eze really wants to kick on and say, "I want to do big things in my
He'll
career,"
go. Yeah,
he would
he'll
go.
go.
If
He's
26,
he
by the
would-
way.
He's perfect age to go.
I think he stayed because they're in Europe now.
Yeah, I think he'll stay.
Yeah,
I
because they're
think
in
he'll
Europe. I think
stay,
he'll
yeah.
stay. Yeah,
I think he'll stay for a season.
Just for the season,
Yeah.
exactly.
You don't need a number 10 though. You ain't got creative.
That's a good point.
For Newcastle.
Yeah.
Eze wouldn't come
Yeah,
on
but he
board.
plays from the left though, doesn't he? He plays predominantly from the left.
Who, Eze?
Yeah. I think he plays more
Yeah,
from
but
the
he
left.
can play in number 10 though.
He can play the number.
Yeah, but they don't really play a number 10. You don't really play a number
don't.
10, do you?
No, we
No.
don't.
You played a
If
solid
had a
free
number 10,
midfield.
I think you're killing.
I think Spurs might go in for someone like Eze. I could see them getting a new manager and then
Spurs is
that
a
being
good
a
shout
marquee
because
signing.
What? I think they were linked with him.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Not
Son's
surprised.
getting on now. He can play from the left as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, then you got
Yeah.
Madison, Eze.
Yeah,
If
there you
I
go.
was them, I think if Saudi wants Son, I'd tell Son.
So Son,
Yeah.
bring
He's
in
won
Eze,
the
maybe.
competition now.
There you go. He's won a trophy. You go down as a legend now.
Really?
Big 100%.
Rastafari.
100%. He's a Tottenham legend now.
Yeah,
Of course he
Son's
is.
listen,
Club
Son's
captain,
been
lifted
a
the first
great
trophy
player,
since
man.
2008.
He's been a great player.
Yeah,
for
he's been a
them.
quality player for them.
Good servant. Good
Yeah.
servant
He's
for
a good
Tottenham.
player.
He's one of the highest
Yes.
ever goal scorers
I
as
think
well.
a legend. I'm thinking of a man like Henri won this, that, and the
Yeah.
third.
No, but
Son.
No, but for
The
Tottenham,
word legend is a bit.
He is, yeah.
He's been good for
The
Tottenham.
word legend's a bit.
Yeah, but it all goes back to what I've been saying to you about it before. It's all relative to what your club was doing at that time.
Yeah.
Like I've told you before, Bruno Fernandes will go down as a Man United legend, in my opinion. Other people disagree with me, that's
Nah,
fine.
if
But he
leaves
will.
now, he's not no legend, bro.
Nah, he
Legend for what?
you know,
If
I'm not gonna
Bruno
get
goes
into
this
something like
transfer window, you're telling me he's gonna leave a legend?
that. Yeah, he will.
Well, he will
Yeah,
do.
yeah,
100
will.
million. Of course he's a legend. 100 million.
There you go, yeah. There you go. He helped rebuild the club.
He was a legend. He got us 100 million. He built a team around after
Well, he's going to go down as the most expensive signing by far that we've ever sold.
Nah, man.
By
Do you-
far.
Do you think he goes as a legend?
If he goes.
Bruno.
Bruno. For
I
Man
think
United,
he's
he
been a
is.
very,
Yeah.
very good player for me. Like he's been your best player for a few seasons.
Yeah, exactly.
But not, I don't
Exactly.
think
Not a
he's a
legend? For what?
He probably is
After
a
what?
legend down there.
So you're gonna have Cantona, Brian Law, Fernandes.
Yeah.
Right,
come on,
right,
bro.
right.
You're not think you're
Who's-
going mad.
Is David De Gea a Man United legend?
Not Brian Law, Dennis Law.
Then
Gea.
is David De Gea a Man United
No,
legend?
Peter
Well,
Schmeichel's
he
a
is.
goalkeeper
He
legend.
is.
He is.
He is.
David De Gea is.
Yeah.
No, but if
Bruno
you say-
Fernandes has won as many Player of the Year for Man United as
Exactly,
as
yeah.
David De Gea.
If you say a goalkeeper who's a legend for Man United, the first person who comes to your head is Peter Schmeichel.
Well, I think Edwin van der Sar's a better goalkeeper than Peter Schmeichel.
No, but who?
Schmeichel's a legend.
Yeah, but who comes to mind if you say a goalkeeper in Manchester United?
Yeah, but
legend,
I'm answering your question. It's Van der Sar and Peter Schmeichel, both of them.
No,
both
that's
of them are on
what
par to
comes
me.
to my head.
Schmeichel's a legend.
Yeah.
Schmeichel's the
Yeah,
legend.
but you're associating it with your childhood. That's why.
No,
But I'm
and the
telling you,
competitions
And
no,
what
he
they've
is.
done,
He
the
is.
team
Schmeichel,
he's
no,
a part of,
Schmeichel's up
that's a
there.
legend.
But remember, Peter Schmeichel went to Man City, so that kind of depleted his legendary status to a little bit.
Schmeichel's
He did.
a legend.
It did.
He's a Premier League legend.
I'm telling you the perspective of Man
Van der
United
Sar's
fans
not a
here.
Premier League legend.
Of course he
Um,
is. What do you mean he's not a Premier? He's a Champions League winner. He's won 3 Premier League
Bro,
titles.
Van der
Van der
Sar's
Sar.
not a Premier League legend. Peter Schmeichel is.
Are you for real right now?
A Premier
Van der
League
Sar
legend.
won a Premier League title. No, 3 Premier League titles.
Bro, you're
He's
very
in the
bad.
team of the most clean sheets in a row,
Yeah,
by the
man.
way.
Van der Sar's
Sar.
not a Premier League legend, bro. Peter Schmeichel is.
All right, do you know what? He's not serious. You can't be
You're
serious.
not
bro.
serious.
You can't be. You're telling me Edwin van der Sar's not a Premier League legend?
No, bruv.
He played in the
Peter
Premier League for about
Schmeichel.
6, 7, 8 years.
Bro, Peter Schmeichel is a Premier League legend.
Yeah, but Premier. Yeah, but
De Gea's not a Premier
Yeah,
League.
yeah, but you can still put him up there.
De Gea is a very good elite goalkeeper. He's not a legend, though.
I
Of
think
course he's a legend.
He's a legend, right? I would call him a legend at United.
He's talking
De
about Van der
Gea.
Sar, not the girl.
Huh?
He said- he said
No,
Van der
I'm
Sar.
saying them, but both of them. Van der Sar and
No,
De
they
Gea.
are. They are Premier League
That's in my
legends.
opinion. I don't think so. I don't think so.
Right, just
You
end it
gotta,
there.
you
then.
gotta, you gotta, you gotta
Just
be.
kill it off there then.
Rastafari.
In the poll.
What's that?
Whether he's a
Yeah,
Premier League
it's.
legend.
So
Van
who-
der Sar is a
go
Premier
on,
League
ask-
legend.
ask them.
Right, is Van der Sar a Premier League legend? Of
No,
course he
come
is.
on, man. Give it a bit of vamp, bro.
He is. He is. Yeah, Edwin van der Sar. Right. I'll pull out some stats now.
Okay, fine,
I'll pull out
okay.
some stats now. Yeah, you got me.
You're a stats man, though. I don't care about stats, bro.
No. But to accompany everything, he is a legend.
He doesn't come. Why do you think he's a legend, man?
Because he's done great at Man United, man.
Yeah.
And let people remember him because he was one of the best goalkeepers there.
I don't remember. I don't
Yeah, man.
remember him at Man United, bro.
I'll be honest, I remember De Gea more than Van der Sar. which
Yeah,
is
so do
And
I.
Van der Sar, man.
Right, Van der Sar won 4 Premier League titles,
Yeah, man. Come
2
on.
Champions Leagues in his career, one at Man United.
Yeah.
He won a Club World Cup as well.
There you go.
He's a legend.
I
mate.
don't care about
He's a legend.
stats.
He's a legend, man.
Yeah, but the thing
No,
is,
you know
he
what
it's
as
actually
well?
won
Do you know
this.
why I don't care about stats? Because you lot do this Ryan Giggs thing, yeah? And this guy played 1,000 games and he's got the most assists. Obviously,
So,
he played 10,000
yeah,
games.
so he got there though.
No,
you
but-
think it's easy to play
But
that many
that's
games?
stats. Yeah, but that's the stats.
Listen,
thing.
he made
And he's- they put him in the
313
world's
Premier League
best
appearances.
midfield. No, he's not.
Van der Sar made 313 Premier League appearances, by the way. 313, and he won 4 Premier League titles.
he's
And you're
not
telling me he's not a legend,
I
yeah?
guarantee you they're not going to score.
Well, listen, he won more Premier League titles than Thierry Henry. Thierry Henry's a legend.
Yeah, Thierry Henry's one of the greatest players of Premier League season.
So Van der Sar's one of the best goalkeepers the Premier League's ever seen.
Of
course he is.
No,
course
he's
he
not,
is.
bro. No, he's not. De Gea's a better goalkeeper. Shot stopper. Anyway, let's go.
Do you know what? I'm done with this conversation.
Anyway, that's the episode.
So I'm watching. I'm with
You're
you.
on my side,
I'm
right?
with you.
You're on my side,
I'm with
right?
you.
Leeds were linked to him, that's why.
Oh man.
That's the episode of the Onthebenchpodcast. Hope you guys like, subscribe, comment. You wanna plug your podcast?
Yeah, at @full_e_booked on the Instagram, Fully Booked Podcast. Yeah, check us out, man. We read and review self-help books. Get some good guests on us.
You're on social media, aren't you? Plug your socials. Uncle Brian, what's it again? _57 sometimes. No, I remember seeing it.
What's that?
Your Instagram, I remember it.
What, my Instagram?
Yeah.
What was my Instagram? I
think
can't
it's-
remember it.
Something 57.
That's it. Something 57.
Yeah, follow Uncle Brian. I'll add him below anyway. And I'll put fully. What's it? Fully booked. I'm about to say fully e-booked. But yeah, plug it in. Also, guys, check out the Clean Tea Company. Yeah, I'm gonna put their link below, and they've got 30% off. We got Mr. Frank. He's not on social media. You need to get on there. But yeah, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
Bomba cat.
Peace.